What's up, everybody? This is Elyse, and I am studying for my OB exam. I'm a nursing student. I'm an accelerate student, so this is like technically my seventh semester right now, and then the summer coming up will be my eighth semester. But right here, this is my third OB exam that I'm studying for. We get a cheat sheet, so here I am writing on my cheat sheet on my floor in my bedroom at home. So this is not what my bedroom looks like at my college, but this is where I'm at right now. I was back home I can't remember. I think it was for a concert at this point. But we get two shots of the cheat sheet, and I'm gonna fill it all the way up, and I'm gonna show the progress of my cheat sheet as the video progresses, and y'all get to see it. And I'll let you know how I do in the exam. By the time this is over, I'll have my grade, and we'll see. Some more about OB. So we've already had our first and second test. I did really well on the first exam, and the second exam didn't go so great. I initially was going to try and study a little bit longer than what I have to study here. This is only 2 days before the test, so hopefully this is fine, but we just have so much to do all the time in the accelerated courses. So when I have time to study, I study. And with the cheat sheet, I didn't feel as pressured to really study intensely like how I do for med surg or other tests where I don't have cheat sheets. So I didn't really get that far. As you can see, I'm kind of tired and I'm already in my pajamas, so I'm going to take a break. But I'm about to show you what it looks like right now. When I come back, this mug is gonna be full, and I get it back. It's clear now, blank, not clear. It's the second day now, so I'm actually at my desk. As you can see, I'm saving my back here. I did get a lot more done, but it's still not full. I did this on the last two tests where I actually forgot to completely make the cheat sheet, and so I made it right before the exam. Y'all, don't do that. Be better than me. Set alarms, set reminders, and the whole time I know there's a cheat sheet that I can make and that I have a test coming up, and I just forget. So this is better. I didn't get as much time to study, but this is better that I actually made one. And this is me studying when I'm writing. This is how I studied for microbiology tests in the past. He allowed us to have cheat sheets as well, and I just used those cheat sheets as like supplementation to my studying. Like we did have them, but the amount of stuff that I wrote on the cheat sheet allowed me to already kind of know what was on the test. And I felt like he was good at making sure that what he told was going to be on the study guide was on the test. There was still a lot of information. Microbiology was one of my favorite subjects, but the cheat sheet helped me study. And so I feel like this is a great study tool if you like to write things out and just kind of make like maps and do things like that. I'm not making no map, but writing it down, like all my vocabulary words, and then just looking at them, I feel like helps me really memorize stuff. So, okay, so it's picture day. Guess who's fully unready and unaware? So I'm gonna go head back and get my scrubs and probably do something to my face and my edges. Oh my gosh, and I have a test. That's the main point of all this. I forgot. It's crazy. So I'm on my way to the library to take a copy of that sheet that I've been making, and I got to do my makeup for my pictures. So like 30 minutes. I don't really know what I'm doing, but it look. If you ask me, I did a great job. So yeah. This is the progress so far, and this is about to be me right before the test. So look what I got, front and back. Okay, this is after my test. I actually don't think it went that bad. My face is done. I already said why it's done. We had pictures today, and I fully was unaware. I did not know. I had to come back, do my makeup, rush and do some last minute studying. Don't do that. The last minute studying is, don't ever do that. I'm doing it, but don't do that. And then I went straight to take my test after that. I'm like, oh my gosh. But the test wasn't that awful. It wasn't. Like some of the questions were like really easy, and then some of the other questions, you know, was like nursing questions. Which of the same answer is it really? Which is the best choice, honestly. But it was not that bad. So we're gonna see what grade I got. Usually if the class did well, the grade come out the day of that last test we took in this class. That grade came out like the next day or two after it. Once it didn't come out that night, I said, oh, we did bad. But I have faith in my last minute study. I have extra faith. Not only do I have faith, I did not get to use my pins on this. Well, I did on the back. The pins I told you should get. But this is how much of it I got done. There's like, this is the progress. There's like a big oil stain in the middle of it. I'm not really sure where it came from. I don't know. Nevertheless, I didn't even use it. I think that this is a great study technique. Using it, write all the things down, because everything I wrote down, I was like, oh, I wrote that down. I didn't go to reference it. And the one thing that I didn't write down that I said, oh, I need to write this down during the first class I had this morning, I didn't write it down. And I think I got it right. But I'm like, I didn't know which hemorrhage medication was contraindicated with hypertension. And I should know. And I knew I needed to write that down, and I didn't do it. I didn't even look. Probably if I had just looked, I would have been fine. But I didn't, but I think the test went well, so it doesn't really matter. So it's a couple of days after the test now, and we did not do well. The grades actually came out the day of the test, and probably like 20 minutes after the test, the class average was 70% when the grades came out. And you know what I did? I did exactly the average. Exactly the average. That's what I did. So she added 3 points because that's just a low class grade. If to have 2 sides of a cheat sheet and the class average is still that low. Now, me, look, I told y'all, you know, I was studying kind of sort of last minute, but generally I don't do that. That's not how I study for med surg or anything like that, and I said that previously. But the rest of the class also did not do too well. So at that point, whose fault is it really? The test fault. Anyways, so that's how the test went. I'm not really too worried about it. You know, sometimes you have bad tests, sometimes you have good tests. My grade is still fine. I'm not worried about not passing the class or anything like that. Like, it's not the end of the world. So that's how you have to think about tests when they're not great. I feel like as long as I stay in the 70s range with all of my tests, if I do all my other assignments and everything like that, then I should never be below failing grade, right? Well, it's different for each nursing school. I will go over like how my nursing school works and what our criteria is and all of that in a different video. But for me, I'm pretty sure like B's and C's, like I'll be fine. Anything like now D, like now that I don't do D's, and I don't think I've gotten a D at all in all my classes. Like, well, of course not in my classes, I'd be failing, but not in my like on any of my tests. I haven't gotten any D's, only C's and D's and some A's, only some. So that's how the test went. I will be doing more vlogs, and I will also be doing interview tips, so you should like, comment, and subscribe if you want some interview tips. I went on a couple of interviews, and I'll do a video for each of my interviews, how they went, what I wore, and like questions I asked. So all right.